Hello, everyone. What's going on? It's Snack. It's the day after the incident, the snackcident, if you will, as many people are calling it. Um, Leafs lose in 7 again in the first round after being up 3-1. So, I think it pretty much goes without saying this is the worst one so far, by far. Even the 4-1 loss in 2013 was not this bad because we didn't have a. First of all, we were the underdog in that series in 2013. We were by far the favorites in this one. So, no going back on that. We blew one game in 2013 in Game 7. Absolutely blew it. 4-1 lead. We didn't have a lead at all in the last 3 games of this series. So, we weren't even close as far as I'm concerned. I know we tied it twice, but you're never winning those games, man. If you don't show up to win those games, you're not going to win a series, period. And it doesn't matter if you outplay them, if you outshoot them. If they outscore you, it doesn't matter, quite frankly. So I had a few things that I wanted to go over. And first of all, I want to talk about why we lost this series. So I think it goes without saying, injuries played a factor, for certain. I think if we had JT, we won this series because we have 2 lines that can score, and we don't have to rely on the Mitch and Austin tandem, and also the Muzzin injury in Game 6. That is so brutal to lose a guy, especially mid-game. And yeah, the defense looked awful, to be frank, in the third period of Game 6, and then you know how it went in overtime. One bad turnover by Dermott, who is taking place of Muzzin. Though I'm not sure he was on that shift. But still, it's injuries did not help. Okay? They did not help. But that is no excuse. We were still better than the Montreal Canadiens. Our roster is better than the Montreal Canadiens. So, I mean, it comes down to, do you have the drive? Do you have the killer instinct? I know a lot of people are talking about this right now. No, the Leafs don't have that. They're now 0-8, I think, in games where they can move on. In the past, I don't know. I think it's since 2013. 0-8. We won a shitload of games this year. We topped the division, and you're telling me in 8 games, not just this year, but 3 games even, the 3 games we played, where we have a chance to move on, and you can't even get a lead in one of those games? One. The Leafs only had a lead in 3 games in this series, and it's all the ones they won. They didn't blow a lead this whole series, except for, the series lead, which was 3-1, which it looked like they gave up. I don't know any other way to put it. It looked like in the last 3 games that they just didn't care anymore. And they didn't have that drive to push them into the second round. Like, what else am I supposed to tell you? I'm supposed to tell you Montreal was the better team? They played better, certainly. Are they the better team? I don't think so. I think a lot of Leafs fans don't think so. I think we had the better team, by far. Dubas has built a great team here. So why can't they win? Well, we blame the coach. Mike Babcock gone after facing Boston 2 years in a row. What has changed with Keefe? Nothing. Great regular season, which I guess you don't get with Babcock, so there you go. And playoffs, same thing. No difference. I think I'm almost upset that nobody got mad afterwards, man. I wanted to see Keefe go in there and tear those guys a new one after that game. I did, because I think they deserve it. They deserve to be torn a new one. You can't lose that series. You can't. You cannot. And now, Leafs fans are jumping ship, man. You're losing fans right now. That's how bad it's gotten. It's not just, we blew a series. We had a chance in Game 7 to come out and do well. No, you were going to win the series. You were supposed to win the series. And you have them on the edge for 3 games in a row. You lose 2 consecutive overtimes, and then you don't show up to Game 7. How is a fan supposed to stick with this team? And I don't know how dumb I am, because I know last night I was saying, I'm not going to watch next season. Maybe, I need to take a break. No, I'm not. Who am I kidding myself? I'm going to watch this team year in, year out, regardless of whether this shit happens. The Leafs don't deserve some of the fans they have. I'm not talking about myself because I know I'm a bit of an ass sometimes. But some people just dedicate themselves to this team. And for them to go and look like they don't give a flying shit, whatever you want to say. I know I'm going to be censoring this, but like, how are you supposed to cheer for this? Those guys back in the early 2000s when you had, and I mean, I don't know if it was early 2000s, but you have Gilmore, Sundin. Those guys cared, man. They cared. And they won series. They beat Ottawa twice in a row, 2 years in a row. Because they had the heart to finish these guys off. They cared about their team, man. And these guys making 11 mil, it looks like they don't care. It looks like they don't care. You know how that feels as a fan to watch someone getting paid $11 million to go and choke a 3-1 series lead? Like, it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. I've gone completely off script here. I had like a kind of like idea of what I was going to say, but man, it's so hard to continue to support this team. It is. After Game 6, I kind of knew it was happening. And I told myself, no, it's not happening. We have the better team. We can beat them. I guess I shouldn't have, man. I shouldn't have made the video yesterday. Just disappoint people more, man. To have hope for this team. What are you supposed to do? Where do we go from here? I know I talked about Mitch and Austin a little bit already, but where are you guys? I don't care if Austin got 100 shots this series. Did any of them go in? One? A rebound from Hall. That was a gift goal. Wrapped up with a bow. That's the only goal you can score all series, Austin, after scoring 41 in the regular season. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What's Dubas supposed to do this offseason? So, I mean, I thought about it. A lot of people saying trade Mitch. I don't know if that's the way to go. I love Mitch. I hated how he played. I'm angry at him, certainly. But I think we lose almost any trade where we get rid of Mitch. Almost any trade. He's such a good player, man. And we know he can be such a good player. We know that. We watched him get, like, 4th in points, was it? We watched him do it. And just to know that he couldn't put up a single goal in the last 18 playoff games, it's telling you something's wrong. And I don't want to admit it, because I love Mitch. I do love Mitch. I really love the guy. Awesome player. But what are we supposed to do now? What's Dubas supposed to do? How is he supposed to justify this? What's Dubas supposed to do? I'm thinking, like, the only trade that would make a little bit of sense for the Leafs, Marner for Eichel. And maybe you throw in something there. Obviously, that's not going to go through 1-for-1 unless the Sabres, which, I don't know, maybe they would. That's the only trade I think we win. We have to get someone back that's better than Marner. And I think you're hard-pressed to do that at any time. He's one of the best players in the league. And he didn't show up for a playoff series. And I know some people are blaming Keefe, as if it's Keefe's fault. I don't think it's Keefe's fault. Second coach. Couldn't win a playoff series in 7. I know you had the 3-1 lead. And damn right, I want Keefe to chew these guys out. I want him to chew them out. I don't care how distraught they are. You know how much they're getting paid? They're not getting paid to lose in the first round. Let me tell you that much. Dubas did not pay the big guys to go and be ghosts in the first round. Ghosts. It's not Keefe's fault. I definitely think we should get rid of Manny Malhotra on the power play, because I don't know what moron it takes to deploy Joe Thornton and Wayne Simmons on the power play. And it's funny because Joe was one of the only people on the Leafs to score a power play goal this series. And that's sad. It was Spezza to Thornton. Like, what a joke, man. What an absolute joke. And guys like Spezza, they showed up. Nylander showed up. Big time. Big time. 5 goals. Great job, Nylander. And you know what? That's why he's not even trade talks anymore. That's why no one's hating on him, because he showed up. He showed up when it mattered. Jason Spezza showed up when it mattered. That guy is like 37 years old on the 4th line, and he's outscoring our first line. What? Like, I don't know what to say anymore. It's hard to, like, even formulate what I'm thinking in the word. Like, what am I supposed to think or say? I know I keep doing this, but man, I'm lost for words right now. Lost for words. Only thing I can think that could have gotten better on this team was the bottom D pairing. Because, God, Bogosian, get lost in the offseason. I don't want to see him back. I want to see Liljegren in that third line spot this year with Sandin, whoever. I hope Sandin gets better over the offseason and he stops being jittery, because you cannot give 2 turnovers in an elimination game that lead to goals. It's that simple. It's that simple. And Bogosian, he had some really good plays this series, but I mean, he's every time somebody makes a mistake, Bogosian's there trying to block the shot, but it just never worked. Like, the one time he tried to block the pass to Perry when Perry's cutting in front of the net, he's nowhere. Like, there's no way he's going to score or have a one-timer. And he doesn't go for the guy that's shooting. He just sits down, and you're just letting him shoot, I guess. Because it's way better, more efficient anyways, to go and just attack the guy. You're way better off attacking the guy. You're pressuring him, and you're not letting him take a shot, really. If you stick your stick out, he can't take a shot. So I don't think Bogosian should be back next year. And, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know who we're losing in the expansion draft. It's probably Kerfoot or Hall. Dermott, maybe. I don't know. Don't blame the guys that made, like, mistakes either. Like, the little mistakes that led to the game ending, like, I don't know, the Dermott spin. Yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid. It was stupid. We shouldn't have even been there, though. We shouldn't be there. Plain and simple. And you know what? We should have found a way to win that game. 100%. 110% we should find a way to win that game. We don't. Leafs don't. I've come to accept this now. I mentally checked out after that second period. I was done. I knew they weren't going to come back this time. There's only so many times where you can make this amazing comeback, especially in a game where it really matters. And Montreal, to their credit, they came to win. They came to win every single game in those last 3. They looked awful from games 2 to 4. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you come to win in the games that count and the other team doesn't. That's simple. All right. Well, I think I've pretty much aired my dirty laundry now. Well, that was a season. If you do enjoy these types of videos, I'll consider making more probably. But for now, I think I'm done. So you have a good rest of your day. Have a good off-season, Leafs fans. And I think I'll be making some more GM mode commentary videos maybe soon. Or I can just talk about hockey. Whatever you guys like. That's it. Hope you have a good day. See you guys later. Peace out. Go Leafs go. I hate myself.